Well, good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green right here with you once again. Make sure you get over to jerichogreen.net. Now, I got a question, and it's about Kamala, the Ugandan nightmare, the cackler in chief, number two. And I mean, she's a number two in more than one way. Got a question. Did she fuck around and tell us the truth? Of course, I know. She's not going to tell us the truth on purpose. That's what I mean by did she fuck around and tell us the truth? Did she tell us the truth by accident via a Freudian slip? So this weekend she was giving a speech at some university in Baltimore or in Maryland somewhere, and she said that we need to commit to electric vehicles and renewable energy and reducing the population so that our children can breathe cleaner air. Now, I read one source that said, according to the White House transcripts, she was supposed to say reduce pollution, but she said reduce the population. Now, I've admitted this before. You can see it. It's documented. It happens. When you talk for a living, you're going to make verbal slip-ups. You're going to mispronounce things. You're going to misspeak. But the important thing is you try your best to catch it and correct it. Matter of fact, I might do this in this video. But she didn't catch it. She said reduce the population. Not according to the source, the article I read, it was supposed to be reduce pollution. But that's just one word. She added the, reduce the population. She never caught it, and she went on with whatever ridiculous word salad speaking in circles she was engaged in before that. And another thing I don't like is how she said, our children. Stop, okay? The phrase, it takes a village, that's within somebody's family. That's within somebody's orbit. That's not society. The children aren't community items. Children don't belong to everybody. They belong to those who made them and people in their family and in their friends, their inner circle. She said, so our children can breathe clean air. Bitch, stop. You don't care about children. They're not your children. Why didn't she have children? Of course, you don't have to. But is she infertile? Is she barren? I never heard anything like that. Why didn't she have children of her own if she cares so much about children? You know her affinity for school buses. You even heard her sing. She cares about children so much that she sang Wheels on the Bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round. Wait, Kamala, hold on. You don't know the melody that you sing Wheels on the Bus in? Don't know. That's the same as not knowing the melody for Happy Birthday. Everybody knows that. Well, she got it wrong. So she loves school buses. She loves NASA. And she had the video where she spoke in front of children telling them they were going to go to NASA and see all these things. So she seems to care about children, but she doesn't. I think it was a Freudian slip. She didn't mean to say that, but that's what she believes. And how do you propose we reduce the population? Are you talking about killing people? Or are you talking about some illness or virus or something that's released upon the population that kills a bunch of them? What did you mean by that? She, like I said, she didn't catch it. If you say something like reduce the population, your brain is going to go, wait, you didn't mean to say that. And she should have said, oh, I'm sorry, I mean reduce pollution. So our kids can breathe cleaner air by going green, electric vehicles. Okay, so if a vehicle is electric, what powers it? A battery, right? So what's inside that battery? If you crack open a battery, what's going to be in there? Steam and well wishes? No, it runs off of hope. No. There's cobalt, lithium, all kinds of bad shit that goes into those batteries. So we over here in a Western society can drive around like that episode in South Park. Thanks. Everybody in their Prius. Hey, that's a nice Prius. Thanks. So we can think we're better than people who don't. Your Teslas and stuff. We've all seen the videos of them lined up getting power from a generator that's powered by fuel, by diesel fuel. And then, okay, you get your electric vehicle. Nothing lasts forever. What's going to happen with that vehicle, with that electric battery, when you're done with it? Do you just put it out in the sunlight and it evaporates into butterflies and rainbows, and you can, oh, look, catch the butterflies? What does it turn into? It turns into nothing for like 500 years. So then you send them to a country like China, who doesn't give a shit even more about their citizens, and you have these piles of batteries just standing there rotting in the elements for 500, 1,000 years. So whose children are you talking about? You talking about just American children or children around the world? I don't think she gives a shit about children at all. She's probably been to some parties where children are the main course, so to speak. That's some weird shit. Why didn't she catch that? Reducing the population, because I think us to them, us meaning the taxpayers, the regular people, the non-elites, we're almost like science experiments. They're almost like that scene from Clash of the Titans, the original one with the claymation and the stop motion shit. It's almost like they're playing around. Like we're experiments. Well, see, I just did it right there, but I caught myself. Kamala didn't. It's almost like we're experiments to them. Like, well, give this to them, unleash this on them and see what happens. Or take that away and see what happens. And kill one of them, but not just any of them. Kill a black one and make sure a white one kills them and see what happens. See how angry they get. See what they do to their own buildings and their neighborhoods. We're like experiments. They can just mess around and see what happens if they do this or don't do that. And she's definitely part of that society. Do they like her? No. Does anybody like her? No. Does her own husband, Doug Emhoff, even really like her? No. How could you? Imagine sleeping next to Kamala. Would you want to sleep next to that? Would that make you happy? No. I think that relationship is a relationship of convenience. That's why they didn't have any kids. They have he had a kid already, so she's a stepmom, so she could pose for the pictures with her and her family. That shit ain't real. She don't care about children or family. How can you push the agendas that you do and you claim to care about children? You're okay with trans kids and parents pushing that poisonous mindset on their kids and gender affirming care and drag queens in schools and Ku Klux trans. You can't speak that out of one side of your cackling mouth and then say, no, we need clean air for the children and their electric school buses. That's a bunch of bullshit, Kamala. You do want the population reduced, as long as it's not the population of elite weirdos that you run in. But us tax ID numbers, us regular people down here below your ivory tower, you don't care about our population being reduced. As long as your staff doesn't get reduced, as long as your illegal immigrant staff doesn't get reduced, you could care less about the rest of us. I'll put a link in the description box so you can hear it yourself from the cackler, the queen cackler, the human hyena. You can hear her say it herself. Green energy, electric vehicles, reducing the population so our children can breathe cleaner air. And take the reducing the population out of it. Green energy, renewable energy. That shit's good for the spring and summer months. When winter comes a calling, when Father Winter is about to teabag the earth, that renewable energy don't mean shit, and you go right back to coal. You go right back to fuel, so you don't freeze to death. Man, wouldn't it be something? I'm not saying it's going to happen, but wouldn't it be something if the collection, at least a good portion of the idiots who believe this climate change nonsense, and aren't we supposed to die next year or the next 2 years according to Loco Cortez? How many times was the earth supposed to end according to Al Gore and all these other assholes who don't know shit? But just imagine if next election, a good portion of those people were somehow woken up. They somehow see the light. This tide has to turn. The pendulum has to swing the other way. When will that be? But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit lefty cries. Utilize the Linktree link. Get your ass over to JerichoGreen.net. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.